Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today I am coming to you with something a little bit different today. So in this video I'm doing tips and tricks for beginners or people who are less experienced at Battlefield 5. So I have a few tips for you guys so you can get a positive KD 99.9% of the time. So let's just get right into it. The first tip I have, so you need a strategy. You can't just go running out into the open. You have to have a strategy. So as an example of a strategy, you have to stick with your teammates. You can't push up by yourself, because if you get pushed up by yourself, you're gonna penetrate the enemy front line. But they can just surround you and then trap you, and then you can't get back out. So you can't push in by yourself because you'll just get surrounded and like blown up by a tank or something, shot. So you need to be with your teammates almost at all times, unless you're a sniper at the back of the map. Second strategy, or not second tip to get better, flanking. You have to look for a common way to flank if possible. So like on the on the snow map, I forget what it's called, but on the snow map there's different areas you can run to flank. I'll put in a flanking clip right now. If you run around behind the enemy and then get behind them and shoot them, like we did in this clip here. So flanking is key. So you can get behind the enemy and take them out while they're distracted by shooting the people that are in front of you. So flanking is a key part of this game. A lot of flanking happens. There's always going to be people behind you at some time. You've probably been flanked before, and lots of people have flanked people. It's not too hard, but the hard thing is if it's hard to do in an open area. You can't flank in an open area unless you have to be behind like a tree line or a building or something that you can run around. So I have another tip here. Aim when you're sniping. Try to aim for the body, unless if you're a less experienced sniper, try to aim for the body instead of the head. If the headshots are a smaller hitbox than the body shots. So if there's a guy on the move and you can't really hit those headshots that well, then aim for the body until you can get enough practice to aim for headshots and hit them consistently. So that's what I do, because I can't really hit headshots while people are running unless like they're going really slowly. But I'm a good sniper. I'm a good anti-sniper guy, because like if people are standing still, sniping has become easier in this game because the bipods on support class, like there's LMGs, some guns you need to lie down to use them and stand still. And that's an easy target if you're just standing still. So, yeah. I just wanted to say that. So, yeah, aim for the body if you're not experienced enough to, like, hit headshots. Because the hitbox for the body shots are bigger than the headshots. And you'll probably might get more kills that way. The next one. Sliding and taking cover. Lots of people don't know how to slide in this game, but sliding is a key factor of this game. You need to know how to slide to take cover. If you're standing out in an open field, you have to keep sliding around, and that will make it harder for the enemy to hit you while you're sliding around. While you're sliding around, to slide toward cover. So you can slide quick. When you slide, you quickly slide behind cover. So you can do that to avoid enemies. You can avoid them, like avoiding tanks, avoiding enemy bullets, snipers, anything you can use them for, really. So yeah, taking cover is one thing, and like sliding, there's a lot of people, of course, you know how to do it, but there's some people who don't know how to slide. So sliding will help them get less deaths in this game. The next tip, use the right class for the right moment. Lots of people choose scout and then go into like a small building and then rush in with their 6x scope on. if you're gonna do scout, make sure you change your weapon to maybe a 3x scope or iron sights or something like that, because if you have a 6x scope, it's gonna be hard to track your enemies around that are 5 feet away from you, because your scope is so magnified that it will be hard to track your targets and move your scope around because of the the length. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I know what I mean in my head, but you don't know what I mean when I'm talking. You probably do know what I mean. If you don't want a 6x scope if the guy's standing right in front of you. And it's another example. You don't want assault class if you're at the back of the map sniping. If you want to do that, you don't choose assault class for the back of the map. Support class is not long range, so yeah, you want obviously use an LMG to snipe people from the back of the map, but you don't want there's some support weapons that you need to lie down for and use a bipod. You don't want to use those up close like an assault class, because you don't have the option to use the iron sights, and it might be the bullet accuracy isn't good when you're not using the iron sights. So when you're not using the iron sights and shooting with your support weapon, the bullet's accuracy is not that good, and you won't hit a lot of targets as much as you would have lying down. But you can't really lie down in a key moment if there's a guy in front of you and behind you. So you might want to choose a shotgun for the support class. You can just boom, take out one guy, turn around, boom, take out another guy. And that is what you want to choose the right class for the right moment. So like I said, yeah. Choose different guns for different ranges, which is basically kind of what I said earlier. But if you want assault class and you're using your M1A1 with no scope, then you want to change that so it does have a scope if you're using at medium range. And you don't want to use the Gewehr 1.5 as a sniper. If you're 200 meters away from your enemy, you don't want to use an assault weapon, because you could just use a self-loading rifle with a 6x scope on it to take them out, just like the Model 8 would. The Model 8 is similar to the Model 8 is similar in rate of fire. It's similar, but yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. The Model 8's similar to the Blaster 1916, but obviously there are different weapon categories, and they have a whole bunch of stuff is different, but the fact that they're not bolt action just makes them similar, and the bullet damage is actually kind of similar too. I think they're both 3-shot kills, but instead of using the Blaster 1916, you would want to use the Model 8 in the Scout class with the 6x scope at 200 meters. Or you might just want to use the bolt action Krag Johnson or anything else, any other bolt action rifle in the Scout class. So yeah, those are my tips that I have. I actually probably have more, but I can't really think of any right now. Oh yeah, I remember one. Okay. When assault class and you have the Panzerfaust, aim for the top turret of the main top turret of the tank. You know why? Because the armor of the top turret of the tank is thinner than the armor everywhere else. It is less armored, and you get critical hit markers when you hit the top turret because it is less armored. So you can take out tanks easier by hitting the top turret of the tank. So yeah, those are my tips. Those are all that I can think of right now. I might have another one later sometime in the future. So yeah, it's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and everything, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.